Welcome to Asian English News Bulletin. This is Syed Mahir Zaman Mukhar with our top stories of the day. Mohammad Shahabuddin Chippo, a former commissioner of the Anti-Corruption Commission, retired district and seasoned judge and freedom fighter, has been declared as president-elect of Bangladesh on Monday. Chief Election Commissioner Qazi Habibul Awal made the announcement while speaking to journalists at the Election Commission building in Agargaon. He said Awami League nominee Shahabuddin Chippo became president-elect by default as no one else submitted any nominations. The nomination process for the presidential election ended at 4 p.m. on Sunday. Awami League chief and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina greeted Shahabuddin with a flower bouquet after the submission of his nomination. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina today called upon the Bangladesh Coast Guard to be a true friend of the coastal people by establishing guardianship at the sea. She said while addressing 28th founding anniversary function of the BCG and the BCG Day 2023 at the Coast Guard headquarters in capital's Sher Bangla Nagar. The Premier highly praised the Coast Guard personnel as they are standing beside the innocent and helpless people in the coastal belts by warding off many criminal acts. She said her government has been working to transform the Coast Guard into a modern and up-to-date force with knowledge of information technology. The Prime Minister said her government has launched Bangabandhu Satellite 1 to orbit, adding that a groundbreaking change has been made in the Coast Guard's communication system by establishing its connection with the satellite. The Prime Minister also unveiled a newly constructed establishment of the BCG at Lakshmipur by pressing a button. Total 5 people were killed and 1 was injured in a collision between a truck and a CNG-run auto rickshaw at Malipara in Ketlal Upazila of Jaipur district on Monday morning. The deceased were identified as Nafis Hussain, a Rajshahi University student and a resident of Shakarunj Chaudhripara area, Amzad Hussain, the auto rickshaw driver and resident of Itkola Bazaar of Ketlal Upazila, Shahnaz Pervin, a resident of Ghadagudam area of the same Upazila, Shahinur Akhtar, field staff of Ketlal Bangladesh Rural Development Board Office, and Shirajul Islam, a resident of Dhamirhat Upazila of Nagaur district. Police say the auto rickshaw carrying 5 passengers collided with the truck coming from the opposite direction, leaving 2 dead on the spot. The rest were rushed to a local hospital where 3 others succumbed to their injuries, police added. Going to the international, some 60,000 homes have lost power as Cyclone Gabrielle lashes the north of New Zealand. Authorities have issued warnings of heavy rain and winds, and hundreds of flights have been cancelled. Some areas have declared a state of emergency as Gabrielle nears the North Island. It comes weeks after Auckland and surrounding areas were hit by record rainfall that sparked floods and killed 4 people. Emergency Management Ministers said that the government is considering declaring a national state of emergency for only the 3rd time in the country's history. A state of emergency has already been declared in 5 northern regions, including Auckland. The declaration gives local authorities greater power to respond to dangerous situations and allows them to restrict travel and provide aid. Now more on internationals, the toll from both countries has surpassed 34,000 and is expected to rise further. It was the deadliest quake in Turkey since 1939. 2 prominent Turkish airlines have announced a free-of-cost evacuation drive to help those affected by the earthquake to leave the affected region and get to a safer location. Turkish Airlines and Pegasus Airlines are helping the survivors reach Istanbul, Ankara and Antalya, where college and university hostels and tourist resorts have been reserved for the affected people. Several survivors from Gaziantep, Nurdagi and Hatay have already left for safer locations, while many more have gathered at the Gaziantep airport waiting to fly out. Meanwhile, rescuers continue to pull out more survivors from the rubble on Sunday, nearly a week after one of the worst earthquakes to hit Turkey and Syria. Turkish authorities are working to maintain order across the disaster zone and have started legal action against contractors over building collapses. This is it for now, and stay tuned with Asian English News Bulletin and visit www.asiantvonline.com. Take care.